Hello, my name is Voya and welcome to My Deep Guide, and today we are revisiting the Remarkable platform. Remarkable 2, Remarkable 1, doesn't matter. We're going to be checking out the updates briefly. 3.6, not much there, but there's some stuff that's been added in update 3.7, so we're going to check those things out. Alright, so let's wake this one up and go through new features of the update 3.7. I did not cover the update 3.6 simply because it was just an introduction of the guides. And the guides is, while it's a very useful feature, it's a very small kind of thing, which I'm not so sure that maybe they felt that it needs that addition, but now you do have a built-in tutorial, tooltips, and touch gesture guides and kind of helpful kind of things, and all of that you can actually find here in the menu under guides. So that's something that, update 3.6 introduced, and that was the only thing that was introduced. Now we're going to update 3.7, and the update 3.7 has introduced, let's say 3 main things. So the number one would be convert to text via a selection tool. So what does that mean? Well, that means that if we go to recent, so convert to text testing, disregard the text. I have figured out the handles afterwards. I'll talk about that shortly. But basically the update 3.7 adds a functionality that I can add my written content, and then I can now use the selection tool to select this, and we have a new icon, which is this one, character A with a little sparkles here, which is basically convert to text. So if I tap it, then it converts it to a text and the written stuff disappears. So the way it works is the written stuff has been converted to text and it has been automatically placed into the text copied to clipboard. Very helpful added here. So the only way that you can actually, the next thing that you need to do is decide where you want to paste the written and converted text. So I can then just type here and I can add my written content is added here. So that works. One thing that I think would be useful to test is if I go to another notebook and this is my content from another notebook. I haven't tested this, I just actually thought of it. So what I'm wondering is, if I convert and he's now converted, can I actually go to another notebook and can I paste? Do I have to be in text to paste? Or is this now gone? No, it's gone. So you can't use this to actually use the selection tool to convert and copy from one notebook to another. What you would need to do is, I assume, let's try that as well. I don't want to take any assumptions here. So no, that's not the one. It's this one here. So if I select this and I copy it, and then I go to this one here, and then I paste. Okay, only with the stylus, right? So I can then convert. It's converted, and now I can paste. All right, so you need that extra step. If you want to copy and convert your handwritten notes from a different notebook, remember that you have to copy the handwritten content and paste it into the notebook where you want to convert it to text to, because that clipboard memory is not shared. Another thing to consider, I have now turned off the Wi-Fi and automatically turns into airplane mode. That's irrelevant. You cannot do the conversion when you're offline, so that's not something that works. Testing my conversion, and you can still have the icon, but it will tell you unable to convert text, please check your Wi-Fi connection. So just something that you really need to be aware of, that this conversion to text functionality is online functionality exclusive. The second feature that's been added in the update 3.7 is finally we have the text selection handles. Now, remember when I said ignore the text here? So yes, the selection handles do work and they can be controlled via touch and marker, but I'm unable to find a way. I completely forgot that it's simply a double tap on a word. And for some reason, it didn't want to work properly for me and I was trying a long press. But then I remembered, hey, it was actually a double tap and then it works. So in order to be able to actually select the text, you need to be in text mode. You can enter the text mode if you don't know. You can touch into the text or double tap the text, then you automatically go into the text and then you double tap the word and then you select the word. Now the cool thing about the selection is that it finally works as you would expect it to, which means that you have selection handles and then you can just use your selection handles as you normally would, like on any other device. And these selection handles are responsive and they work well, both via the touch and via the marker. And that's a nice way to actually be able to edit your text after typing it and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's a cool thing that we now have the selection handles for the text. And the final thing is that we have some more keyboard navigation shortcuts and functionalities. So like before in the editing, you have all of these selection of titles, Control plus 1, 2, 3, or 4. You're selecting different formatting types for typing. You have cut, copy, paste, and paste without formatting by using these shortcuts here. And then you have select all, undo, redo, and symbol menu. Symbol menu, I don't know when and where you're able to select this, because maybe, let me try. If I double tap here and Control Alt, there we go. Yeah. So you have to be in the text mode and you have to be in the typing mode so that you can get to the symbols. You go Control Alt and space and then you get the symbols here. If that's something that's easier, I'm not entirely sure why you would do that, since you do have pretty much all of the symbols, you have them here. Maybe not all, maybe some are missing. I really didn't go through all of the things here, so maybe this symbol, maybe the degree, and maybe there's some symbols that you miss. But yeah, at least when you're typing, you can do Control Alt and space to get that menu. In order to get the shortcut menu, you just hold the Control or the Alt, depending on your settings, for 3 seconds, and then you get this shortcut like you did before. The navigation is pretty much the same thing as before, it's just updated here. So you have the control and arrows left and right. You will have the previous and next word. You can switch between paragraphs. You can Control F for search, open document or folder, or close document and folder like before, Control W and enter. Select and deselect space. We're going to talk about that a little bit more because there's something I need to show you. And you can move between sections with a tab and open and close drawer. This, I believe, is new. This is not something that we had before. So what does that mean? So let's exit this whole thing. So now we are using Control W to exit. So we have Control Tab to open the drawer. That's basically your swipe down, and when you're there you can actually use the arrows to get to the document that you want to go to, hit enter, and then you are there. Control Tab again, select another document that you may want, and you go there, and Control W to exit altogether. So that's kind of cool. Then you have the functionality of the tab. And the tab gives you the opportunity to switch between which parts of the menu do you want to be in. So in this case, I can hit tab and I'm in the upper menu. And now my arrows left and right will go between these options here, as you can see. And if I hit tab again, then I switch down into this part, and now my arrows are doing this. It is possible to actually navigate between these two. It's not as convenient, but if you go with the up arrow and I go up again, I'm going to get to the page count. If I go up again, I'm getting into the top menu here, and I can have the same functionality as before, right? So that kind of works. Now, remember when I said I'm going to go back to the selection menu? Well, the select works, but it has a very serious bug. So if you select, you enter the select mode. And now if I hit another select, so let's say I select these here, and I want to perform an operation from the upper tab here. If I press tab, the selection menu is appropriately changing. It's nicely highlighted with the white so that I can see where what is, and then I can choose them as favorite, you know, move, tag, and everything works. So that's fine, right? Now, what happens if I press select, I go select one more. Please note that there's nothing here. This is in my root, there's no quick sheets, there's nothing. And now I'm not going to use the tab, but I'm just going to use the same technique using my arrow keys like I showed before. So I'm going to go to MDO, page count, and now when I tap up, I should be on the delete, but I'm not. And you can't really see anything. So I went up and I went once left, and I'm going to hit enter. Remarkable performed an action. What action is that? Let's close it. Suddenly, I have quick sheets here, and I'm still in the select mode. What is going on? Well, in order to show you what is going on, I need to close this so that you can see. What happened was that when you are in select mode, this tab is still underneath the tab that you saw, the black tab that was actually in there. So what actually happened was I went with the arrows page count. I went once up to search. I went once left to quick sheets, which is add a new quick sheet. And then I pressed enter. We couldn't see any of that because I was in the select menu, right? But really bizarrely, this exposes the just how strange the implementation and programming logic is, software-wise, as far as the Remarkable team goes. That main toolbar is still visible underneath, and that's not a problem. That's okay, but you have to disable it, because if you're in select mode, that underneath absolutely has to be disabled. That's like UI programming 101. You have to know which panel is the active one, and when that one is active, all the other ones that are not, they're not active. You cannot have two panels active at the same time while one is invisible, because then you will run into a situation where you have a bug, which is, it's two bugs actually. The first one is the underlying menu with the new folder, new notebook, quick sheets, and a search icon. That one is still active and it's underneath, but we can't see it. And the second bug is that if I navigate using the up and down keys, I will not go up from here into the active menu. Well, now I did. Well, that's that's the first. So this is the first time that I've actually seen this. Usually, it was always without fail, it worked as I've shown you. So let's try again. Select, let's go up. Now it works. That is very, very strange. And I don't fully understand why it didn't work. Why doesn't it work all the time? So I'm quite glad to have been able to actually document this, because when I was testing it, I couldn't. There we go, and now it didn't. I think what's happening here, if I'm not mistaken, let's cancel with a touch. You saw that it was actually there. So let's do. Let's try again. I'm going to cancel by touch, right? And now let's enter select mode. And does it go into normal? No, it doesn't. So now when I go up, I will be in search. Once to the left, it's going to be quick sheets. Then it's going to be new notebook, new folder. So if I've typed things correctly, and you can see the ghosting here, I should be on new folder. And when I press enter, I should be presented with a menu for the new folder, which I am. So that's most definitely a bug. And why is it a serious bug? Well, it's not only the fact that users can be confused and then you get like really strange behavior. It's actually a lot more serious than that, because it is putting the device and the system into a conflicting mode, which means I'm in select mode, but I'm also performing actions that I'm not supposed to be doing when I'm in select mode, and the select mode is not won't know what to do with these things. So you can actually create a new notebook. So now I'm in folder, I think. So if I press once right, I should be able to, nope, let's go up. Now it works, strangely. And if I go out and I select again and I go up, now it doesn't work. So now we're on search, quick sheets, notebook. So I can go into a new notebook. I can pretend all is well, but the My Files is still in a select mode. And I don't know if it's going to take my actions properly or not when I'm using arrows and things like that. Hopefully not. But when I exit the notebook, I'm still in a select mode. And that is an invitation for all sorts of unpredictable things to happen, because simply the system was not designed to do that. So something that you definitely have to be aware of. If you are navigating around and you want to go up to the menu, always use the tab, because that one always works fine, and that's how it's supposed to work. Do not use this, because you can experience the bug that I was showing you here. Well, okay, so some stuff is happening, and they are now trying to, as far as I can see it, kind of a little bit more balanced, a little bit more on writer side, a little bit more on reader side, or the type, not the reader side. That's always kind of the last, the typing side. That's the one that they seem to be interested in at the moment. But you know, that bug that's been exposed, you're welcome, Remarkable team, and I hope that you kind of resolve that one, because that is a potential can of worms that, not a good one, but hopefully it should be an easy thing to solve. Other than that, it's okay, you know, that it has an update. It's alive, it's getting improved, but as usual, you know, we're jumping like a full-on subversion iteration, newer one like 3637 blah blah blah, yet we have such small incremental tiny little things that are updates, but you know, little by little, this platform is kind of improving, and that's a nice thing to see. Some of the things that I would really like to see that would be properly improved is like ability for the user to enable and disable the ridiculous zooming behavior, enable and disable the infinite pages. So for people who love the infinite pages, they can have them. People who don't want the infinite pages, they don't have them, and things like that. Like, you know, and yeah, now it's been like, I don't know what, 3 years, no, more, 2017. So that would be 6 years that I've been saying, hey, how about having the ability to have custom templates? That would be nice, you know, in 6 years, maybe, but again, maybe not. So yeah, it's, unfortunately, I think it's story as usual with the Remarkable. Yeah, an update is there, nothing terribly exciting, but it's okay. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and ding the notification bell in the description down below. And also do check out mydeepguide.com/shop, where you can find MDO and MMP. Those are hyperlinked PDF files. MDO helps you organize your yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily, private or business needs. And MMP is My Deep Guide Meeting Planner, which helps you centralize, organize, and simplify your meeting planning needs. If you are interested in learning more about these products, do check out the playlist links in the description below to learn more about the products and see if they are for you or not. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye!